Fun and quick automotive tech tips that you should know. If you have yourself a 2014 and up Ford Fusion with a 6F35 transmission in it, and you find yourself in a situation where your transmission is getting hot, and you've done all the things that you think you need to do to try to figure that out, some of the things I want to point out to you that are common problems that I have found with these vehicles is the heat exchangers, for one. The heat exchangers, for one, does not allow for much particles to flow through it, contaminants to flow through it from failed transmissions. And what will happen is you will likely end up with a partially clogged up heat exchanger that's not efficiently keeping the transmission cool. So I definitely recommend that you replace that as part of the rebuild under a normal transmission that has failure of clutch materials and things like that. They just get in there and they won't come out. And you can flush them all you want, but a lot of times it doesn't do a very good job of getting them cleaned out. They're fairly inexpensive. Definitely recommend you do that. Replace them. Also, I recommend 100% to replace the bypass valves. They're located in different positions on the vehicle. Sometimes it's the radiator, sometimes on top of transmission or on the side. It doesn't matter, but they're in line somewhere. You definitely want to do a replacement of that valve. They're fairly expensive on that as well. Should be part of your recipe when you're rebuilding the transmission. There's some aftermarket solutions for that as well. Last thing I want to point out is there is on a lot of these transmissions, there's a fluid cooler control valve that limits the coolant that goes to the heat exchanger to help keep it, it's meant to heat the transmission up and cool it down. And sometimes those valves stop working and it doesn't allow coolant to get to the heat exchanger. So these are things you need to take a look at. The next time you end up having a 6F35 transmission, end up having an overheating problem, take a look at that and see if these things don't help you come to a solution on fixing that problem.